Top of the morning fine. Top of the morning. Bully Berry. Forget about it. And Mr. Anthony Soprano. What's up? Enough people are in here. We can get going. We can get going. Where do we end the stream off? Friday. Down here. Ended the stream down here on Friday. Um, and I was saying I did like this zone, which is true because I did like it, right? But it just didn't get us very high, huh? It just sure didn't get us very high. Got us right back to that high that kind of created it, right? Um, this guy right here, and then rolled back over into demand. Still couldn't clear you above this. Putting in a one, two, three tap on these highs, giving a clear indication that when this is lost, it wants to run back down to the low. And yeah, that low's not going to hold. I highly suspect that's not going to hold, especially with this presentation right prior to it. No, I highly suspect that is not going to hold. So let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of this because this has been mitigated, and let's get rid of that because that's been done, and let's get rid of that because that's already played out. It just didn't make it up any further than 96. Oh, 37. And now we're back down to this, this idea of the potential sort of double bottom and or triple bottom. Let me go back to, was it the Coinbase chart that we were looking at? Or was it? Who knows? I'll do TA on a Bitcoin chart and delete it as fast as I do it, and sometimes they just don't survive, man. Sometimes they just don't survive. There was one chart I swore it was. Man, I was pretty confident it was the okay. It was apparently the OKX chart, right? Apparently it was the OKX chart. This is where I was like, hey, if we are to follow this order flow objective, I'll just steal this. Um, from these external breaks here, and if we were to look for the next lower high for the lower low, I was saying I suppose it would come out of this zone or this zone. Now that was a big zone. Well, it was a big zone. It was a big one. But sure enough, that flow is maintaining, right? That flow is maintaining itself. So let's see here. A couple other. What should we talk about? What should we talk about? I'm gonna come from. I'm gonna come from. Fuck it. I'll come from this low. I'll come from this low. All right. So whether we want to come from that low right here or this low right here, we are starting to approach the discount of the range, right? We're getting into the discount area between 75 and 100. Whether we give me this thing back, give me this thing back. Even if we drag this guy all the way down to here, we're still getting close to discount, right? So the reason I'm bringing this up. Oh, how's the mic? Because the last time I streamed on this computer, the mic was super pissy. It was cutting in and out. Top of the morning, Alex O Crypto and Easy Razor and Jay Becker and Main User and Taylor Thompson and V Monitor and Lucky Deal. Morning. All right, we're gonna assume the mic's doing okay. So the reason I want to talk about discount and premium here is just because if if this entire range of price that I have indicated here, if this entire range of price is meant to hold and we're meant to re-challenge a high like this and or even break out of this range, right? One of those. If that's meant to happen, then the reversal should be coming somewhere in the discount of your range. Yeah, I would love to see this strong low pulled. Hell, I would even love to see this thing pulled. Let's put a line on that, right? I'd be fine with, yeah, 88, 85, something like that. Sure, I would love to see a perfect low pulled like SFP style with crystal clear market structure and blah blah blah, right? But the moral of the story is we are in discount, so it's a place to start looking for reversals from this low right here, all the way down in the zone, all the way down in the zone. This is all look for reversal, right? Look for reversal zone, um, because if it doesn't reverse here, well, then we get a short the absolute pants off of it. And even though that probably sounds like a lot of fun, I don't think that's what a lot of people want to see. Okay, I don't think that's what a lot of people want to see. We're gonna put energy into this range holding, and it going back up to the top doesn't hurt me a bit. But I have a feeling a lot of people want to see this range hold on to itself. Um, so yeah, let's keep an eye out for a reversal. Now, the trouble is that when it comes to, for me, when it comes to going like, okay, blah blah blah, cool story, where is it going to reverse then? It's like, okay, well, this is a problem. Okay, this is a problem for me because this mitigates any prior demand that may have had in these areas. This cooked it. So for me, all I have is I have this low, I have this low, and then I have the absolute low of the lowest of the possible area that I would consider this to still be a part of that range. It's all I have down there, right? You guys may have some super cool volume levels. You might have some awesome Fibonacci stuff. You might have all kinds of crazy cool stuff in between where we are in 85 to 35. I don't. Okay. I got 3 lines down there. Looking for SFPs on these. Yeah, looking for SFPs on those, or just generally watching for the structure of this leg to change. Right, let's get some of this stuff out of here, and then we can go look. Then I'll quit yapping about Bitcoin, and we can go look at whatever you guys want to look at. Let's get some of this crap out of here. I don't know what that is. I just want to go away. Just go away. Um, yeah. So, structure is boom, boom. Structure is pretty much currently here, right? Because I have a very high suspicion that 92,280 is going to get touched again. So that's pretty much our current structure. That's unfortunate. I was just going to say I'm going to monitor the structure flow from the top to the bottom and see when it changes. But you see, this stuff is like pretty equal in flow, but then it really widens out down here. So because it super widens out down here, I think I want to look for what's gonna change on this leg. And so far it's a shitty looking leg because it came up before down, which is pretty lame. Pretty lame to wait for a flip because right now you need more market structure before the low. You need something like that to happen before the low because right now you got this did sweep this right here, right on the market open candle, and then turned around and broke that, right? So it is likely all bearish candles after that presentation on a Monday market open until you hit this low. It will likely be all bearish candles on the 1 hour time frame, meaning that price would then have to come clear above here after touching here to flip your structure, which is kind of a bear because it's a little bit of a climb up there to flip the structure of this leg. But I will say one thing though, I think it's good news in the fact that if it does go up there and flip it, that come boom, 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 like this. I think it's very clear that it's going to be running a target like that at that point. I mean, you still got to worry about this guy. You still got to worry about this guy, but I think it's pretty clear that it's coming up there. So yeah, that'll suck because that's a lot of shit to cover on a stop loss if you're going to cover all that. But I think it will be pretty obvious and apparent at that point that price is going to go up. If it does this, I think it's going to be pretty apparent that she's going to be heading north for a few days. So yeah, there's okay. Sorry. I'll stop. Dude, I just get it's like I put a quarter in. You put a quarter in me, and I just don't shut up. I just don't shut up. I just don't shut up. Yeah. So again, this is the other chart. It's the same stuff I was watching for on Friday. Nothing has really changed for me. I just, I don't know why, but I always find some bullshit to plunge her up on this thing and talk about. What do you guys want to look at, man? FWT Ton. Cool. Cool, let's do that. I just dumped coffee on myself. FWT Tone. FWT Tone. Let's find it. FWT on over some Ton. Not Ron's, Tons. FWT Ton on deck screener. Maybe I don't know how to. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm dumb, bro. Maybe I don't know how to do this. Because it's like I said, oh, maybe it's the slash in there that's throwing it off. I feel like I've gotten closer. I feel like I'm closer here. FWT Ton. I'm going to hope this is it, man. I'm going to hope this is it. Is it this, though? Because there's not a lot of TA we can do on this. I mean, like, let me put it this way: there's plenty of TA we can do on it, but there's nothing immediately at hand that I would think I will find interesting on this chart. Correct. No. Oh, it's not on TradingView. Well, I don't think I can help you then. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. I'd like to, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can help you there. I mean, if you could show me a chart, bro, I could do some TA on it, and I'm gonna do it the same way I do it on everything else. At no point on charting coins with no point on charting coins with no history. I mean, this is a daily chart. This one does have history, but it's apparently not the right ticker, not on TradingView. So, I mean, this thing's bullish. We'll just stop here for a second. But it needs to form a range in here somewhere. This is a really good place for this thing to take a chill pill. But nobody asked for this, so I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, and look at that, it's starting to go sideways. I don't think this is what anybody wanted to look at. So let's come up with something else that that somebody wants to look at. This one from last week. This whatever this was, CSPR. This thing. I'm still wondering about this thing. Still wondering about this thing. While I pause to wait. Oh, that was the correct chart? That was the correct chart? We can go back to that. So you had this major impulse. Okay, let's get to sensible time frame, like maybe the 20-minute. So you have this major impulse up, and it's time to range. Yep, 53% up. It's time to range. 100% time for it. Um, I would look to this section here as demand. I think specifically, I would prefer the top section of this. I would know that my high is weak. And as far as, it's probably going to go, it's probably going there first. It's probably going back to the high first. And I believe I say that because, oh no, not quite. Not quite. I would be looking for, let me get this old swing high out of the way here. Is this even a tradable range? I mean, it's a 10% range that's going to give you absolutely no market structure inside of it. Um, I mean, look at these candles. It's such poor liquidity here. You're not going to get convincing market structure. But I would say that generally speaking, it's going to come down into to a zone like this for a move up to here. I don't think I would say too much more about that. I don't think I'd say too much more about that. Yeah, that's what I would be watching for. Yeah, so you can screenshot this or whatever, take those numbers, duplicate it, do whatever you want. But I would look for a move. I would look for a move out of that zone, back up to the week high. That's what I would look for. Now this thing, this thing. So this to me, the market structure was so crystal clear and so perfect on this that I kind of want to look at this break here above this high as having created demand. And that as prices entering demand, it's starting to roll over. Right, so let's be aware of that rolling. And then on this 15-minute chart, I just thought this chart was so cool. I just wanted to go back to it really quick. So the structure kind of flows down, boom, 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 boom. You sort of break here. Forming new demand. As price re-enters demand, was it not able to clear its last high? Ah, that's unfortunate. Bummer. I thought this thing really had the makings for a run back on this high and a possible break of that and that full range rotation, because that range high up there it's like 90% away. But because this when it came up did not break the high and instead lost its 15-minute structure directly afterwards, um, I reckon this is actually a short. I reckon that's actually a short. Trouble with shorting this is you're 100% shorting in the discount of the range. Absolutely shorting in discount, but I don't know, man. I kind of why when you I'm fine with the retracement after this break here, um, but why is it the moment you establish bullish market structure on that leg and remitigate demand, you can't clear the high and start losing 15-minute structure again? That just seems sus to me. It just seems sus to me. But anyways, did you guys come up with something yet? Pin. Okay, we'll do pin. Pin versus wrapped tether. I'm gonna start making you guys give me the ticker and the exchange for some of these weird um, coins. Though you did give me the ticker, um, I just don't know if this is the right exchange. How did I go from the fucking weekly to the fucking 10 minute? So we don't have weekly structure. You have like the tiniest bit of no, you don't have daily structure. I don't really have 12-hour structure. It's an ugly looking chart, but I don't think I expected otherwise. I think lower would be better. I like this area of price here somewhat better, somewhat more better. But I don't hate this section here. I just like the lower one better. I mean, I don't think you can. I absolutely. This is an odd chart. It's just a lot of. Let's put it this way. This I don't know. It just doesn't look like it has institutional investment activities in it. But oh, let's use a price label instead on that. If you can get a very convincing candle body to close above 2.3, um, I want to see a convincing candle body up there though. Then I think we could start looking and plotting longs, but until that happens, it's a no go for me. But I wouldn't want to short it either. I would not want to short it, but it is not. It's just not ready for a long yet, in my opinion. It is not ready for a long yet, in my opinion. Okay, something normal. Ondo. All right, let's do Ondo. Kind of makes sense what it's doing. Question is there any love to be had out of this thing anytime soon? All right, so let's delete some of this old TA on here because it's just going to get in my way. I think this was the last sort of idea I had here on Ondo. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this because this is gone and done been mitigated. Turn that volume off, get that volume out of here. Let's get rid of this and this and this and this and this. And let's see what in the world happened here. Yeah. Yeah, you failed in this chunk of supply right here, didn't we? Dude, come on now. What's your beef with me, Trading View? What is your beef with me? Oh my god, I gotta turn this magnet off. Driving me fucking bananas. I didn't really lose structure on this leg until like here though. And all lower lows and lower highs since then. I will say I don't think it makes sense to stop here. I don't. I think it makes sense to go lower on this, like down, like down to something like that, or something like this. It does make sense to go lower than that, but let's see here. Let me see what I can find at the bottom of this. Getting close, not there yet. What, up more? Up, up, uppies, 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 downies. I know there's something there. I just want to find it. boy, it's not going to be, that's fine. Whatever. This is, see, now this is an odd zone because it's not one that I can refine to like a single candle. So let's try this on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah. I was hoping to get this down to a single candle, but on this last low, your two bullish up candles followed by your down up here is your 15-minute breakage structure. So there is all I'm trying to say, that was all to say there is unmitigated demand down here at the tip of the sky. And I believe we are currently interacting with it. But it's gonna have to come clean back up to 1.62, 1.63 with a break, or it's just gonna continue to go south, right? It's gonna come all the way up here, give us a nice break on this thing, and then we can go up. But as it stands right now, this doesn't look particularly hot. I think we got to make it through this to get there. And we got to make it through this to get there. And so I'd be way more, I think it's way more believable. It's more believable to me to get back up above 15737, but below, call it here, 15, yeah, into this zone, for a short. I can never pick the right one on the first try. I think this makes a lot more sense to me. To just follow that leg of price down to at least the first notable low. That makes sense to me. That makes more sense to me. Yep. Which, you know, this whole thing could come out of here. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying it's only this, but something along those lines there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like more immediately on Ondo. Let's see, Zen, Aave, and Tao. I don't think I have Zen on my list. No, I don't have Zen on my list. Let's pull up some Zen. Well, I mean, there's one obvious thing right off the hop on this. Let's get this in here. Yeah. Yeah, that's about what I figured. So obviously a large shift to bullish structure, right? Very significant change in structure down here. This area is juicy AF. It's just absolute juice zone. It is the juice zone. Clean into this area right here. Full juice zone. Some slight overextension into our range here. Let's go take a look at that. Yeah, I don't, let me pop up here. 30 minutes. Yeah, that's about what I thought I was going to see when I started going up. So I'm not in love with the lack of candle body closes. Do I need to go up a little further? Is that a 4-hour range? Sure is. Yeah, this is not leaving me with confidence. Where's my magnet? That is not leaving me with confidence. That starts to make me think that this is a potential distribution at play here. Oh, come on, fine, whatever. It's not going to let me do it all fit pretty and cute and perfect. I have to fix that. It's going to drive me fucking nuts. Oh, yeah, indicating that it wants to run something like that. Or this. That's right, I took my magnet off. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. A lot of ways that reminds me of that Bitcoin top. Structure, unfortunately, is not bearish yet. This would be such an easier trade if this high had come up and touched this high and then came back down and broke the low. This would be such an easier trade at that point. But unfortunately, that is not what it did. Nope, this is downward only off of the high, and it's still coming back into demand. So I think that's going to be tough to get your hands on, even though my gut right now is we touch this before we touch this. Yeah, one of these lowers. That's kind of where my gut tells me it's going. Um, I just don't have any structure to justify it yet. There's no justifiable entry to that for me yet. No, no, it's a kind of unfortunate presentation up here. Um, Nothing I would be able to sneak my teeth into anytime soon. Uh, Unfortunate because I think it is down to clean up all this action here. Do-do-do-do. Mondo, ETH holding up better than BTC. We got Aave and Tau still, but let's pop over and take a peek at ETH. Because I ain't seen that one in a hot minute. Uh, Bully, I'm so concerned about that, where that, man, I don't know, worries the shit out of me. It worries me so much. Like all I see so far on ETH is, well, there's a couple of obvious things, is like this, right? And then and then this. Like somebody ordered a Happy Meal. Um yeah. Yeah, with and then did it mitigate this supply range and fail? Let's get in here real quick. Yeah, it sure did, huh? Yeah. Yeah, to me this is a pretty weak low, and I don't think it's gonna hold. I don't think it's gonna hold, my man. I don't. I don't see any. I don't think, if I remember correctly. Let me refresh my memory. Yeah, dude, I feel like the pain doesn't stop until 27. And I say that because like this is a pretty significant area of demand for me. This area right here, I thought was super clean, super sexy, right? Like if we look at this nice and closely, we have this range where we set a high, swept the high, we set a low, swept the low, and then put in an inefficiency coming up out of the range with a nice break that ends up taking us clean up above that stuff. Like that was a great area of demand in my opinion. But the fact is, when we hit it, and that couldn't even get us through this right here. That's bad news to me, man. That's bad news to me. That's not good to me. That is not good. That go down. That go down because this was great demand, but supply looks like it's still in control. Now we got to go back over to Abe and Tau. Abe, 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 Abe. Ugh, ugh, ugh. So similar story where we've interacted with this, um, and it was enough to get us through this first section of supply, but not for the second. And then after the second, you form a little bit of a range. I'm not going to go down time frames. I'm going to stay on the 2 hour, but that's about a 15-minute range right there where you set a high, set a low. Oh, fuck it, we'll go down. Okay. So you set a high, you set a low, you sweep the high, you break the low. Let's just follow this thing here. So we come back down here and roll out of where you put in this 15-minute break after interacting with that demand down there. Forming new demand. You break up out of that. Remitigate. And we keep marching back up to this high. So this is interesting here. This is interesting here. Dude, I mean, it's not like, obviously this leg has not failed yet on Ave, right? This leg here is still intact. Uh but like, it has a clear order flow objective, and that is this high. And so when we get this close to the high, and then we start pulling back like this, like I understand that, we still have demand in this area that could lift us back up to the high. But looking at these other charts, man, this would have to run very counter to those, to knock out that high. I feel like this is in a really odd position. That is in a really odd position because I gotta wonder. I mean, first of all, we have this section of supply here has to be marked because this was the one that has not been mitigated yet, and that is the one that we should be concerned about, not this thing. It is kind of it is kind of bullish. Like, and I'm not a pattern person at all. Um, but like, this is that, like, Adam and Eve situation that people refer to. That is that Adam Eve kind of action right there, which I don't know anything about it other than the fact that I can recognize it on a chart, so don't pay too much attention there. Um, oh man, that's interesting. That is interesting. I mean, structure is still bullish. Yeah, I think this, dude. It should go up. Let's put it that way. This thing should go up. It should not lose this low, and it should take this out, and it should take this out, and it should come up above 357 prior to any additional retracement. Like, it really should be coming from like this area up to this area. That's really what should happen here. I don't know if it's going to, but that's what should happen. That's kind of a odd one there. Okay, let's look at Tau. I kind of yeah, I don't know. I mean, the best. It's weird because this is like the only immediate long trade that I've seen since we've been on the charts this morning is this right here, which just doesn't sit well with me because everything else I don't see doing anything like this. So it really doesn't sit with me super well, but is what it is. I mean, that's how the chart reads, so I'm not gonna be right all the damn time. No, this doesn't look great, guys. This doesn't look great. Let's delete some of this stuff. Yes, you included. Yes, you included. Okay, you included. Really ugly sweep on the high. Better looking sweep on the low. But overall, like after the interaction with that low, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he did break here. After an interaction with the low, we did break here. So we can, that gives me permission to look at this section as demand. We have not gone back through half of it. No, we're in like the top third still. This kind of looks like it's an up too. I feel like if it touches this low and does something like this, comes immediately back above that high, I think it could run this. And I think it could break this and run that if this happens. Maybe one more hit on the bottom and a return to break that immediate high. This one right here. Um, and I think it could roll up, break this, and eventually see a price target like that. It doesn't look hateful. It does not look hateful. So yeah, I would just wait to see what happens at 440, right? Because if it comes and does this, well then it's going to back test into this area and it's going to well, I don't know if you'll get the back test, but it's coming back down to here if you lose this. So yeah, so that's just I guess that's a short and a long idea. If you can flip this structure here, then I think you can tackle this, and then if you break the low, then you're breaking into some pretty inefficient price action, and I think you can ultimately run price clean back down to the bottom, which is not this line, not that line, it's this line. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. What would be the lowest possible option? I wonder, lucky deal, if you could, okay, it's the exact question. I'd like Zen to go down. So what is the target? I also see the structure's ugly and thus catching label. Down my uncertainty is how far down. Oh, let's go back to Zen. Let's go back to Zen. Let's go back to Zen. Let's see if I can find it again. It says how much down? Were we working on this one? No. Were we working on? Oh, if this is the chart, I think I answered that question already. What did we look at it on? I don't remember. I don't remember. I normally always use Bybit and Binance, but I don't see my drawings here. That's fine. It's whatever. Yeah, I feel like I answered the questions on this one. We were to take out this high here, this one. In order to take that high out, I'm going to suggest that it's going to come from here. I have a couple places on this chart. To run this high. My first one is right here, but I don't like it. You're very much long into premium price action at that level. My other is here. And my last one is here. This is the, if you say, how low do I think it could go? I think it could go as low as like $18 or whatever. But that's saying a lot. I would still very much look to this zone right here. Very much so. Yeah. Bybit perp, is that what it was? P Bybit perp. That's what we did. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's still yeah, it's still those ones for me, man. It's still those ones for me. Longing in premium, don't love it, especially after this presentation here. Especially don't love it after that. Yeah, 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 that, yeah, yep, yep. The low at 92 is technically strong in 1 and 2 hour. Low at 92 is technically strong in the 1 and 2 hour, but I'm sure you'll obviously be paying attention to that low regardless. Hi, Brew. I think I missed the 1 hour bullish break on BTC. Does that change your opinion? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Um, the 1 hour break on BTC. Oh, okay. So you're referring to this is your as your 1 hour break. I think you're talking about this. Um, I think Bully's talking about this as his 1 hour break. I don't see any other one that he could be referring to. Um, I think I see what you're saying. I think what Bully's saying is like, does okay? So there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things. Um, so Bully, the 1 hour break of structure here does make me feel better about the low holding. Yeah, it does make me feel better about the low actually holding. That much I would say, but you know, we're still under like 4 hour and greater external bearish market structure here. So this to me is not an yeah is no, it just doesn't override this for me. It does not change my mind about that. Um, no, it doesn't. It does not change my mind about those things. No. No, I almost kind of feel like this way about it. Like you like whereas this break here only equaled this to me. Um well, no, that doesn't help at all. Never mind. That doesn't help. That doesn't help the narrative. Uh yeah, it's just your external had higher time frame bearish structure. So the 1 hour break to me here wasn't. Are we talking about this? Yeah, there's a yes there. Um, so yeah, that to me, yeah, it just doesn't overpower this. It's like look at all that price action there and the giant range that it created from here to here. And yeah, that one little break here, that does not overpower the strength of all that. It couldn't even get us 50% back to the high, right? Close, but no cigar. Um, close, but no cigar. Doing time. Fuck, I never checked my calendar this morning. I told myself I was going to check my calendar before I started streaming. Which is fine because there's nothing on my calendar. Ha! Suckers! Um, I guess, I guess, you know what? Maybe I think I may have misinterpreted some of Bully's question. I think Bully just simply is asking, does this break here, does this make this a strong low? I think that is actually the only question he asked, and then I went fucking ham in 100 different directions. It's a good damn question. It's a really good question. And I think I'm gonna be I think I'm gonna be honest with you, Bully. I don't think I have an answer for the question. Rather, I don't think I've ever considered this concept before. Cuz see, I'm calling this a weak low due to the fact that we are under larger external bearish market structure. But let me put it this way. I think if you were to ignore all of this and just look at this, then I would say that does make this strong, but only when ignoring the external for me. I think that's the best way I could answer that. And that's just that was a challenging question. I appreciate that. And that's how I am going to look at that. That's just, don't, yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Let's call it what it is. That is my personal opinion. Um, I, did it makes sense? I was looking at the 90K as a strong one for hours. So I was just strength range discount. Strong for 92 is hoping to hell that one holds yet to yeah, I hear you there. I hear you there. I want to see 92K hold as well, man, um but like look at this on the 1 hour and tell me that we are not about to interact with that after nothing but bearish candles on the 1 hour time frame. Like it sure looks like that's going to be how we reach that level. And I don't think that that is a particularly great way to get there. No, I would like I'd like a, um, yeah, I'd like it to chill the fuck out, please. Right? Like chill. Because so far it's like it's not leaving anything. So and again, it's a so far, but it's not leaving anything right down here to flip. Like this needs to chill out, bro, and then pull and then flip. and then run up to something like that, right? But right now it's just so vertical. It's just so being man, man, man. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm going down. Like it's just such a pitiful approach to it. One day Bitcoin dominance breaking momentum now. Yeah. Lucky deal. BTC.D. Now see, I think you're probably referring to some manner of like a trend line or something along those lines. Um, I was looking at this differently. Um, yeah, yeah, I was looking at this a little differently. Let's hop out to the daily, and I'm saying like, okay, so um, we came into this giant chunk of supply here and hit this, weird looking consolidation, and uh, and then like right afterwards, you lose your daily structure. And so, whereas daily structure was, whatever higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, it's like boom, 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 like that really looks to be flipping the narrative there to me. So yes, I don't disagree with you. I am not bullish on Bitcoin dominance right here. No, I am not bullish on Bitcoin dominance. Negative. I am bearish on dominance. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gives more to the Ave long. You're not wrong about that, dude. You're not wrong about that. Not wrong about that. Let's go back over there and take a little peek see at that thing. Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong about that. Especially because, like, dude, it needs to take 343.88. Like it for yeah, like it really, it really needs to take that. That is bullshit if it does not take that level. Bullshit. Bolshevik. Um, so yeah, I do think that that gives more credence to that. Whatever happened with the U.S. dollar? Whatever happened with that thing? Yeah, seems about right. Not what I wanted it to do, but I had a feeling the last I was talking about this that it looked like it wanted to break this high. Right, interesting. So up more, up more on the dollar, huh? Let me get back out here. Let's go back out to the 1 week. Uh, uh, it's a trouble. I really, dude, I really wanted to see this level hold because I've been macro bullish on this thing for a while. E, caramba. All right. Um, well, I suppose I should probably wrap this up, and I do have to do some work today. So, if there's anything else, anybody, because I feel like we looked at a lot of coins, but we didn't plan a lot of positions. So, if anybody has anything else they want to peep at, let me know. Poor Litecoin. Oh, oh, poor guy. Ugh. 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 Yikes. Yikes. I don't know. know, like my intuition just hit me and said, we're not looking at the right coins, and there is some longs that are going to activate today. And yeah, let's take a look at this one. Do I have a fucking alert here? Because there's about to be one, I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. I want an alert right here at the low on this. Yeah, because Soul is yeah, Soul is 100% just in that area that I want to see that I want to see hold. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And I think that's not the only one. Doing. I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be a lot more clear tomorrow. Is hype a coin? Or are you just hyped up on a Monday morning? Hype, 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 hype. Okay, so this is just not oh, I guess there's, do I see a perpetual chart on Blowfin? It's probably lacking the history I want though. We're gonna look at it on KuCoin. We're gonna look at it on KuCoin. It's hype, yo. This should be hype. Mm, mm, mm. I need to check a different chart. Oh, this is gonna be tough, man. This is gonna be tough. It's just such poor liquidity on these charts that it's really hard to read the structure. It's really hard, and that's not supply, it's demand. I don't like this chart. I don't like this chart one bit. No, I just don't like the chart. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I need to see price above here for a target of here. And there's nothing immediately I would like to short. And that the risk to reward for this is not, it's not bueno. Hype on MEXC. I'll check it on MEXC and see if we can get a different story here. So it's probably US DT.P on MEXC. Well, it looks a hell of a lot better at least. But now we understand. Now I understand the rest of the history over there too. So I'm glad I had checked that. Oh, we're on the 6 minute. Looks way better on Mexi. Not only did it come down to mitigate prior demand, but you established a range while doing so and filled the bottom of the range. Right? You set a low, set a high, fail the low, and then break your 15-minute structure off of it. So I think that it does indeed want to run um, that high. And if it breaks that high, then I think you're honestly probably up until here. Let's just leave that to there. Yeah, it's a pretty bullish presentation. It's a pretty bullish presentation. I like that. I like that. It's just, again, it's like right now all I have is a 1R on this, a 1R long position where I'm risking, $1 to gain $1. That's all there is on the chart so far. But I do like it for upside. I do like it for upside. Yep. Yep. All right. Can I close my Bitcoin short yet? What's the story there? Can I do that? Where's the chart? I'm gonna be headed out here real shortly. What's the one that I have my damn TA on? Is it this one? Maybe I don't have one with TA. Here we go. Well, I mean, they all have TA. No, can't close it yet. Okay. Oh, Dokley. All right. Well, yeah, I think I'm out of time, guys. I think I'm out of time, so I think I should hit the road. I forgot to throw the link in Otter Chat. Shame on me. Shame on me. Yeah, it's nine. It's like after 9 o'clock, my time. I gotta get jamming, man. You guys have a good one. Hopefully, I didn't waste everybody's time this morning. Hopefully, if you didn't, I don't know, find an idea or gain some knowledge. If you didn't find an idea off the stream or gain some knowledge, then I have failed you. I have failed you. So let's hope that you gained some knowledge or found an idea. Let's hope for that. And until then, goodbye, everybody, and happy Christmas Eve. And yeah, I mean, like, let's be honest. The chances of me streaming tomorrow or Christmas Day is like next to none. Having said that, what I won't be doing is working. So if you see something that and want to tag me in it, I will attempt to respond. And yeah, I'll attempt to respond. Can't guarantee it, but I will attempt. Y'all have a good one, okay?